Black men are human beings. Black men are human beings. Brothers, we are in this space because we have concerns. We are in this space because we have interests. Brothers, we are in this space because we are concerned about our futures. We are in this space because we are concerned with making sense out of our past. We are concerned with making sense out of our lives. We are human beings. We live in a North American context, U.S. society, that does not regard us as being fully human. It does not value the full expression of our humanity. It does not value the total assertion of our emotion, our pain, our frustrations, our vulnerabilities, everything that makes us human beings. And brothers, as I record this video, it is clear once again that black men are seen as something other than human. I am here with you in this space to affirm and to revel in the humanity of black men. There is nothing wrong with you wanting a better life. There is nothing wrong with you setting a standard for your existence. There is nothing wrong with you with wanting to be healthy. There is nothing wrong with you with desiring to enter into relationships that benefit you.
Hey, my brothers, back again. And this is a topic I planned on broaching a while back. I can't remember the video I saw. It was talking about a gender war, a black gender war that's been going on for a while. It might have been Don Calypso that was actually talking about the black gender war that they say has been going on for the past 20 years. I say it's probably more, but I give him credit that it's probably the past 20 years. And maybe the first iteration from like 2007 to like 2013 or so, maybe it was a so-called gender war where black men and black women actually trying to put out opposing points of view. But since I came aboard in 2015, I think what I and my cohorts have led for the past 11 years is not a gender war. It's a war of independence. It's a war of black male independence, black men separating their minds from what I call the gynocracy. So in cahoots with SYSBM and MGTOW and a few other random things that kind of formed into what we call IBMOR, I think we have hit it upon what we're talking about. I think the Trump election, believe it or not, was probably the catalyzing point of what we've been talking about. Like Dr. Neal says, black male independence, black male empowerment, BWI and BWE. And I think what we have been waging for the past 15 years is black male empowerment and black male independence, independent from what black women think or want of us, which I think should have been done 20 years ago, 30 years ago, maybe even 50 years ago, when black women actually told us that what we wanted and what they wanted were incompatible. And what we thought from 1970 up until 2015 is that black women could be redeemed. Their minds could be changed. They could see the bigger picture that where it could be a win-win for all of us. And what we found out over the past 30 years or something like that, in the past 15 years, looking at 3 generations, Gen X, millennials, what they call Gen Y and Gen Z, is that black women as a whole do not want to change. The same talking points, the same mindset, the same worldview is still there with them. And once a brother said, black men and women may not be politically and sometimes even socially compatible. Their worldviews are completely different. But the thing is that the system has attached black men and women together at the hip, especially the black woman. She doesn't have any way to socially advance. You might have pockets here or there. Academics have pockets here or there where they can socially in this system advance. But for the most part, they can't. So they keep black men in chains with them and hobble them so that they'll at least have a floor. Like I always said, black men are the floor that black women walk on. And sometimes walk over and whatnot. And sometimes even lay on the floor. That's a different story. But that is the case with the black male and the black female perspective. And what black men have done for the past 20 years, sometimes because it was necessary. If you want to keep the family going, it's necessary. For the past 60, 70 years to make an accommodation toward black women. And when we started to actually push back and speak up and with the counter narratives, all of a sudden it became a war. And I don't think it was ever a war. It's about black men expressing our opinions and our ideas and our feelings, which black women have been doing since the turn of the century. Go back and look at the writings. They've been saying stuff about black men since the turn of the century. It's not new. The only difference is social media, and there's so many more of them saying something against black men. And even in the throes of the environment that we're in, they're still saying something against black men while trying to simultaneously lock them down. Make that make sense. So when we see this story in the news, in the papers, online, and every place else about a gender war, especially a black gender war, I can't speak for white men because I'm not white. They can speak on it themselves. What we have witnessed since 2015 that I know of, since 2015, for the last 10 years, is a black male independence movement. BMI, black male independence. BME, black male empowerment. From SYSBM to the Passport Bros. It's all about black male happiness, black male choice, black male independence, and black male empowerment. It's not about warring against women. I think we've gone with the war as a wall of silence, okay, with the war of silence, to now the empowerment with the war of indifference. Like one of my sayings, somebody said I should have put on a t-shirt, there are 4 billion women on the planet. There's 4 billion women on the planet. There's more than a good possibility you can find one that you can be content with. You don't have to be happy with her. I don't think any man is ever happy with any woman, for the most part. But a man does not seek to be happy with his woman. He seeks to be content with his woman, because it's so hard to get contentment from a woman, especially a black woman, because she doesn't like happiness or contentment. She likes drama. Unfortunately, drama makes her happy. And humiliating and hampering her men makes her happy. Her being empowered makes her happy. So instead of trying to make him an alpha, she tries to make him a beta. She might try to make him a beta with muscles that will do what she says. She says she wants an alpha, but no, she doesn't. She wants an alpha in her mind, an alpha appearing beta to actually take her instruction. That's what she wants. And when she doesn't get it, she's frustrated. Because I'm going to do a video later on, because somebody told me to put it up as a short about Michelle and Barack. And I said in the short that what Michelle really wanted from Barack is not to go into politics. Like I said, Barack Obama would have never been president if you actually followed what Michelle actually wanted. Michelle wanted him to go to the law firm. She wanted him to make his money, his $250,000, just like she was, and so that she could run the relationship and run the house and run him. She wanted to be in charge of a relationship. She wanted to be the boss. She still does. That's how come she's still belly aching some 35 years later after they met, because she can't be. She wanted to be that chick with a compliant dude that was behind it, just like her brother. Look at her brother. Her brother is hanging on her every word and replying when he's asked. That's what she wanted out of Barack. An alpha male in appearance only. She wanted Barack as a concubine and a wallet and a servant that will actually follow her orders and follow her directives and follow her moves to what she wants and how she feels. That's really what she wanted. And she never got that from him. Because there's a lot of black guys out there like that, where the woman wants to dictate what he does and dictate his place, whereas men don't do that. Chick making a lot of money and she bringing it into the household, he's happy for her to be making a lot of money and bring it to the house. In fact, he'll figure out a way that she can get freed up to make more money because it's going to help the household. He's not trying to hamper her. As long as she's doing what she's supposed to do and putting in funds into the family collective, he won't say squat. But guess who will? Her girlfriends. And that's where the problem comes in, and he knows it. That's like most men do not like to date a woman that's in a better position. Not because they don't like her, not because they're intimidated. It's because they don't want to hear it. Because she's going to go to her friend's circle and complain and make him miserable. And that's what's going on with black men. We're tired. We're tired of trying to follow your dictates and follow your whims and follow what you want. Like Dr. Ryan Terabam was taught about trying to make men beta by trying to influence boys' and men's minds that what a real man does is what a woman wants. A concubine, a paycheck, and a babysitter. That's what she wants. And that's what a real man is, according to her. And they've never worn a pair of balls in their whole life, but they know what a real man is, especially black women. The first thing they say that comes out of their mouths, if you were a real man, you don't even know what a real man was because you didn't even live with your father. Stop. Get out of here with the real man stuff. And black men are saying we're tired of it. We are going to make ourselves happy. And any brother that comes along with that crap about doing something for women, to hell with that. Find a woman that can make you content, that will get off your nerves and let you do you. Stop worrying about what that odd woman thinks of you. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. If my environment changes where I have to adapt and adjust, that's what I'll do. Other than that, what you're going to do is leave me alone. I'm going this way. Same thing with the election. You're not a real man because you didn't vote for Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris was a poor candidate and every black man knew it. That's like we didn't vote for her. And we don't like you getting up in our grill about how we vote. You ain't our mama. You ain't our boss. We're independent people. You don't like how we voted? Go the other way. Nobody asked you. That is black male independence. And basically, that was what we had forced. That was my vision from 2015. Not about going in on women. Nobody cares about them. Not going in on what they like or how they act. Nobody cares about that. If you want to get out in the middle of the airport and show your behind and get walked off in cuffs, baby, do you. If you want to be a 304 like Megan Thee Stallion and sleep with 100 guys will get their little piece and they'll say, baby, do you. It ain't Jermaine's fault that you out homeless. You're supposed to be the most educated. You're supposed to be, basically put your wings out, flying above the clouds. So you being homeless and you sleep in your car, that's a you problem. Basically, you need to go back to the voodoo store and get some more of that black girl magic and basically dust yourself off with it pretty good because according to you, you're supposed to be killing it and not crying because you're single and in your car or you can't make your rent. It's not a us problem anymore. Black males need I always tell black men, put the mask on yourself first. Okay? Before you put that air mask on her, put the air mask on yourself first. You have to survive first. And then whatever you have left, if you feel like sharing it, you share it. And if a woman that doesn't appreciate what you share, you need to get yourself another woman. That's the word going around now in the manosphere. Started by guess whom? Yes, the black manosphere. So if you see this so-called thing that they keep trying to promote a gender war means you're attacking women, you hate women. Most of the time, it has really nothing to do with that. It has to do with our perception of what we think they're like. Not with them actually, but our perception of what we think black women are like. And they got as many frogs and snails and puppy dog tails in their back pocket as we have. Anyhow, that's all I got for this one. This is BG Just Out, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.